guys, so a little bit of what I do when I'm not writing or reading or anything. If you haven't noticed those two paintings up at the wall, not the one of the dog, but the one of the kookaburra and the landscape, I do some painting. I discovered this recently that I can actually do things like paint and am fairly good at it. And so I have been studiously, not recently I finally had the funds to purchase more paint supplies, and now I've been going at it with Gusto. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. And I thought I would go on ahead and show you guys what I've been working on. So here's that. I started adding the skin tone tonight. This is actually a book cover that I've been working on for my novel Elf Beast. So I have really no idea if this is working. I'm using my phone. Oh, there we go. It's probably a little lopsided, but that's kind of like the stages of what I imagine Belethiel to look like. As you can see, I've kind of threw in a background a little bit there. I kind of worked on the background before I really started on Belethiel. I threw in her shapes and shadows. This here, that's acrylic paint, and this, everything on top of it, is all oil. What I do is I put in my shadows using acrylic paint, because if I don't do that, then the paint takes forever to dry, and it takes forever to do, and you'll never finish it. That's a trick that my art teacher taught me, because here's the thing about painting. You can't really paint acrylic over oil. You can try, but it won't really work very well, because acrylic is far more water-based. Oil is oil-based. It's very thick. And so you're working with something with thicker consistency, and it takes forever to dry. Acrylic takes little to no time to dry, and so when you paint with acrylic, you have to make sure you're painting what you want, because it's very hard to fix. It's easier when you have oil, but it is still very hard to fix without the oil. So if you ever, like, if I did a complete acrylic painting, which I haven't done because I don't particularly like acrylic since I started out on oils, so of course I don't particularly like acrylic very much, other than filling in my shapes and shadows. But anyway, one of the things about acrylic is, like, you basically have to make sure you know what you want to do before you start doing it. This one, I did actually sketch this out a little bit, but not completely. And yeah, I also use an acrylic base as my toner. I don't use the I don't use I think it's cadmium orange, or yeah, I don't use cad orange to and turpentine to use as a base, a toner base. I actually prefer using acrylic because yes, it does dry faster, and B, I feel like I have more freedom to add more stuff if I need to, but when you do that kind of base thing with acrylic, you have to basically automatically add in your shadows, and to me it takes away the fantasy element of my paintings, because it makes it a little too rustic, and since most of what I paint isn't going for a rustic feel, I don't do it. Anyway, so that's what I've been getting up to. I've been slowly working on this canvas. I found this cute little oval canvas, and I wanted to try it, since mostly what we were provided with are those block canvases. And yes, I know my landscape wasn't very good. That was the first time I ever did a landscape. My kookaburra, on the other hand, I think if I touched it up a little bit more, I could probably actually sell that thing, and it would actually make money. At least that's what my teacher told me. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's what I've been getting up to. And this cover is basically like my plan my contingency plan until I figure out a better, to find somebody better than me to do my covers, because I know I'm not that great of an artist. It's more of a hobby, and people who kind of live and breathe art are probably better picks to paint or draw or do some sort of cover, but this will work as of right now because I used to do digital art, but there's yeah it's digital art anyway. So that's what I've been working on at the moment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it's a very quick one. I just thought I'd throw that out there since I'm still plodding through many books. I'm very close. I'm actually getting closer and closer to finishing Dune, so that's exciting. And I'm definitely going to be talking about Dune. Dune is going to be that's going to be a long review. It's going to be a discussion review. And I'm also doing Camp National Novel Writing Month. I'm not working on Elf Beast. I've been kind of on and off editing Elf Beast, but what I am doing right now is writing short stories. So the first short story that I'm writing, my goal is 40,000 words, 10,000 words each for a short story. They're going to be long short stories. The first one I'm writing is a Hunchback of Notre Dame retelling, or more like a story based on that. And in my fantasy world, the same world that Elf Beast is in. So I'm having fun doing that one. It's really, I keep with kind of the original theme, the theme of the original work. It's going to be a tragedy. Our heroes are not going to end very well. I already know how this is going, and it's going to be sad and depressing and all that stuff. Anyway, but it's good practice for me because I do want to actually end up publishing things at some point. But we'll see how well this goes because I am starting a new job at a law firm. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. So, but we'll see how exhausted I am at the end of the day, because I haven't really. Yeah, it's going to be a new work environment for me, and hopefully it'll be less stressful, but not unbusy. But yeah, so I'm excited with that. Alright, and that'll be the end of my video right now. You guys have a wonderful day, and stay safe. There's severe weather going on out there these days. Texas and the Tornado Alley area apparently had about 11 tornadoes hit down, so that was a little stressful. So yeah, stay safe out there for people in the areas that are going to be widely affected by this, and have a nice night. Bye.